Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and well, I want to talk about Google Stadia versus Xbox Game Pass. Because with streaming now becoming more, and even I'm like, yeah, it's a practical thing, even on my phone. Even though the phone I'm using to film this video is recording I'm using this the phone I'm recording on now from Game Pass and Stadia. This used to be my old phone, but I only played Stadia on this one. It didn't work too well, but in this video I want to give my opinion personally on Google Stadia and Xbox Game Pass, because I was able to get Game Pass through a free trial for buying this Xbox controller, which I admit I only bought the controller for Stadia because I want to support Stadia in some way. And if I could have a proper way to view it on my TV screen and a proper controller, I thought, maybe Stadia wouldn't be too bad. But I couldn't just sit on Game Pass and like, no. But I should start off saying what I like about Google Stadia before I go into Xbox Game Pass. Or I should call it Microsoft Game Pass, because it's not really Xbox, I think. I don't know. I actually don't know what it's called now. But Game Pass and Stadia are like different platforms. But one thing I like about a Google Stadia is, I guess, kind of they had to. It didn't cost anything to download the app and start using like touch controls to play a game like Destiny 2, which I don't really care for. The game just simply doesn't pique my interest. I'm still like early on in the game. But it was, I think, one of the first games I actually tried for Stadia. And then I got games like Doom 64. I actually planned on doing a video like that, where I compared the original N64 version of Doom 64 versus Stadia. But that never went anywhere because I never found a physical copy. And now it's on Game Pass. Of course it has to be on Game Pass. And it's weird. I mean, I know Bethesda owns its software and Microsoft owns Bethesda, so it makes sense legally, I guess, for it to be on Game Pass. But at the time of recording, you could still play Doom 64 on Stadia. But anyways, where Google makes their money is from, I guess, pro membership or like a portion of the sales from games put on the platform. Which is fine, because there's games cheap, like, especially if they go on sale, they go as low as $5, maybe 10. Now, there are probably some gaming families that would be put off, though, because especially when you're on a lower end phone, it doesn't run that great. But I think it has partly to do with the fact that the phone is trying to do everything, be the controller, be the hardware, and the software, all at the same time. So if you take that pressure off the phone, I noticed, at least for me, I had a smoother experience on my current phone. But one thing I do like about Game Pass is, or at least from what I've seen, you pay a monthly subscription fee, and you could pretty much play anything on Game Pass if it's like for the cloud. Of course, if it's like console or PC, I think you have to download it to something. I don't know if you could download the game to your phone or a tablet or something, or if you have to have like a Xbox One or Series X or the latest version of Windows to like run Game Pass and games supported on Game Pass. But for the most part, if it says you could play on the cloud, it's pretty good. I mean, games like Halo, I think they have the first Halo in the Master Chief Collection. I just don't know why they can't straight up say Combat Evolved and say CE. I don't know. Another thing I liked about Stadia is that, I don't know, it is unique that it really doesn't have a search bar, but I will say it is inconvenient. Yeah, the platform looks nice the way it is, but that search bar is really handy for finding a game you know you want. Not everyone's going to want to scroll down on their phone. Oh, that game. I can't believe they had that game. I mean, I don't know. I like to see what these cloud-based services offer in terms of games. So, Yeah, I mean, one thing that's good about both platforms is you could use a Series X controller for both Google Stadia and Game Pass, which is very good. I played games. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I play Game Pass more because I want to utilize my trial period for Game Pass. Plus, there's more games that. I mean, here's one thing that no one could argue for Google Stadia. Game Pass has first-party games. Google Stadia doesn't. And they shut down their first-party studios before. I mean, I know I'm being a dead horse at this point because every other YouTuber talked about this, but when we're talking about Game Pass versus Stadia, I mean, Microsoft has nothing to prove in Game Pass because gamers have already known that Microsoft could hold their own against Sony, against Nintendo, against Amazon and Google. And I still can't believe there's an Amazon gaming service, which I haven't checked out yet. But one thing that I believe personally sells a console or a streaming service or even a handheld is having software that's made to show off what is possible. I mean, take a game like, I don't know, probably not the best example, but E.T. for the Atari 2600. Or, I don't know. Windows 95 version of Earthworm Jim. Who knows? I mean, I could go on. Luigi's Mansion. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Grand Theft Auto 3. Final Fantasy 7. Those games, all those games have in common is they show the power of the hardware. It's great when third-party developers realize the potential of a hardware or a streaming service. But Google haven't proved that. And Microsoft proved that with this beast here. Yeah, Microsoft still netted a loss over this original Xbox, but they proved they held their own and were able to get ports of big games on the 6th generation onto this Xbox. I think that's worth something. I mean, I am disappointed that Rockstar, THQ Nordic, and Sega aren't really supporting and my camera just fell, right? Aren't like supporting either hardware as much. I'm yet to see Sonic on Stadia or on Game Pass. Who knows? Maybe that Sonic collection will end up on Game Pass. Or even Sonic Color. I got hiccups now. Great. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it's the consumer's choice what platform they want to support. And it's the developer's choice to support whatever platform they want. I mean, I think Google Stadia is more accessible. Just by a little bit. Because you could use Google Play cards on Stadia. But there's no achievements set to the game. Where on Game Pass, if you're into achievements, you could get that. And I'm surprised they haven't put that remake of Battle for Bikini Bottom on Game Pass. I mean, that game haunts me, but I'm surprised they didn't haunt me even further. But one thing that actually surprised me about Game Pass is that it has the original Final Fantasy VII. Not the remake that came out, I think, last year. Bit of disclaimer, this is Final Fantasy VIII. Yeah, I'm showing you guys. But the original, 3-disc game for the PlayStation is on Game Pass and not PlayStation Now or something. Well, I can't say that because I don't have PlayStation Now. I can't confirm or deny. Let me know in the comments down below if Final Fantasy VII in its original form is on PlayStation Now. But anyways, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I think. I probably did not even do a good argument for either platform. I say if you're able to afford either platform, give them a try. But if you can't, no worries. Just focus on what's really important, like getting food, getting to pay rent and all that. Because at the end of the day, they're just games. And games will always be around. But But a person's needs for survival has to come first. You gotta make sure you have a place to live and all that. I mean, games are meant for fun, not for, like, putting down or knocking, constantly trying to say, oh, my platform is better. But it's all the same. Whether if there's exclusivity or not, or multi-platform, you know. At the end of the day, video games have one purpose and one purpose only. To entertain, like a movie, like a song, like a book, like a surgeon. Hey! No. Okay. Okay. I have to stop. I just gotta stop. So, thank you guys for watching this video, and keep in mind that, games are meant for fun, not meant for being a political debate. And, have a good day.